Good evening. Oh, Ben, they're here.
Oh, hi, everybody. I'm sorry. I was busy reading Discworld. Oh, we're not doing that bit tonight?
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. And good evening to you, Ben. How are you tonight?
I am pretty good. I'm pretty good.
Excellent. Do you see this chat tonight?
All the stars. Am I in my bedroom or am I stargazing tonight? Because all the stars are out.
I feel like I am at a red carpet premiere at Man's Chinese Theater right now.
I feel like you and I are crossing the picket line. You know.
That's right. And I will say, for the record, if anyone in the entertainment industry needs anything written or acted, I am very available. Like, I could not be more available for either of the. Like, I am happy to walk across that picket line. You know how I feel about unions.
Well, we've both played '90s adventure games, which
are all anti-union
themselves. Are like, these unions.
Joker 2 needs a new Joker. I think I could bring a different energy to the Joker.
Yeah,
I think it'd be like a jollier Joker.
The
Joker, like, he's so twisted. He has just like his own skewed perspective on things, and I feel like I could bring like a right down the middle of the road perspective on things. Nothing but mild takes, like a mild take Joker.
Yeah, like it's like, my big problem with the Addams Family is like, when it's a rainy day, they're happy, or like, that sort of thing. So I wish we had a take on the Addams Family where they'd be happy if it was a sunny day. That'd be fun.
That would be, like if they were just like, oh, wow, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, that sounds delicious. And it's like, that's the Addams Family for you.
Yeah, like my version of the Addams Family is like, they like sunny days, and also that Gomez and Morticia aren't sexually attracted to each other.
No, that is essential. An asexual Gomez is at the center of
Gomez.
that is at the center of my pitch. As honestly, I just don't know if that's appropriate to see them kissing it up all the time.
Yeah,
kids are going to see this.
Yeah, my children are big Addams heads.
Yeah, my daughter has never seen my wife and I kiss. I don't want her to see someone on a movie kiss. That's just not appropriate. But no. But look at this. As you said, the stars are out. We've got Grayson. We've got our friend Fit. We've got a pickled dog. We've got Nick. We've got Matawi, Paul, not Pat. Oh my goodness. This is an all-star lineup. And we're back tonight with a terrific game. A game that we can't get enough of. It's really the Jedi
Keep coming back.
It's like the Jedi Fallen Order of Star Trek. It's Star Trek Resurgence. And last time around, it actually started to heat up a little bit. Wouldn't you agree? This was
last week was definitely the most exciting that the game had gotten, and I would say that it's because like I was starting to get into the plot. I still don't think let me know if you disagree. You're the one playing. Like the heavy funnelness still feels like, I think the magic sauce of what made a good Telltale is that it fooled you into thinking you had agency, and I don't think this quite does that magic trick like it does that. But you let me know. You're the one.
No, I would agree. It's not quite there. It's like I definitely do not have the illusion that anything I'm doing matters. It feels like I am on rails. Yeah, I was going to say, Grayson's workshopping titles for a Mad Magazine parody. He went with Star Trek Resurgence. Now I was going to say...
Star Black.
Yeah, I was going to say, you have to get black. That is an essential part of any Mad Star Trek parody. Star Black. Yeah, I'm sorry, Robin. It's not Kate Mulgrew. Kate Mulgrew backed out at the last minute, and Ben.
I was available.
That's right. He was very available. Like strangely available. Yeah.
Strange new availabilities.
Yeah. In fact, it was weird.
Oh yeah, Kate Mulgrew couldn't cross the. That's right.
Yeah.
Kate Mulgrew wouldn't cross the picket line.
You said that's weird because I got a text from her that said all four tires on my car have been slashed and I can't make it to the taping. And then I got like a text from you like 30 seconds later to say like, hey, is Kate going to be there? Because if not, I'm available. It was just I guess the timing was suspect to me.
And then also, I hear maybe someone took whatever that thing is that people steal from underneath cars now.
Catalytic converter.
Yeah, I think somebody might have stole that.
I've told the catalytic converter story on stream, haven't I?
I don't believe I recall it.
It's another mother-in-law story. I'll have to share it some other time. I can't dunk on her in two streams of succession.
Jess, can you I was going to say, can you go into the Twitch channel points thing and set that as a redemption? The catalytic converter story.
I don't know. Oh, thank you so much for the cinnamon crust.
Well, yeah, let's put a pin in it for next week.
Yes, that's right. We'll have to save it. Like I said, I can only dunk on her like once a week before eventually people are going to start coming for me. So where we left off, was it this episode Face to Face? We're back on the ship, and we're back on the ship as the character named...
that guy. We spent most of the time with Jara Rydek. Jara Rydek. Which, now that I think about it, that's a Star Wars name. Have we talked about how Jara Rydek?
We have not, but that is 1,000% a Star Wars name. Yes.
That's a Star Wars name. I'm sorry. That's a Star Wars name.
Yeah.
I think this guy, the problem is that he has like a normal name. Like he has a normal guy name.
Yeah, no, it's like, is it Cortez? Is that his last name? I don't think it is.
No. You could have said anything and I'd agree.
Yeah, no. Ralphus?
Ralphus.
This is Petty Officer Ralphus reporting for duty. Let's get and see if it says his name. Hopefully, like, over and over again, characters will just repeat his name. In case
you can see it in the
that's
pause
right.
menu.
There you go.
It shows up in the pause menu.
Nick, I'm glad that you've adopted Where Am I Going to Eat Applebee's? Because
man, that's a weird posture already. Her hair, they fixed the hair.
Oh, look, he is struggling with this moment. Check on Miranda.
No. Read her Miranda rights. That's
Do you think this is going to be like Read Alert, and that's how the Miranda rats got their name, and then she traveled back in time?
Falls back in time. And, that guy. He didn't. They weren't gonna. Here, hit pause so we can get this guy's name. So we can. All the mystery is. So it's Carter. I don't know what his first name is, and apparently there's one more person we can get Carter's opinion.
Ooh, there's our friend. Can't talk to her.
Where's her scar? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah. Ooh. Great looking force field. This feels like a rendering mistake.
If there was a chance between you two, I think you've blown it out the airlock. Hope you're happy.
You were pushed us
Miranda
to do
doesn't
this.
Deserve this. We're supposed
It's
to
her
be
fault too. No, she was doing evil. Get off. No, it's her fault.
It's her fault. Okay.
Yeah.
She's in here because of what she did. She lost track of the crystals, she was up to something in the computer core, and she attacked me.
I'm not arguing that.
Wow.
We were at the start of something good, and you throw it away like that.
Why is she all
I never
hunchy?
thought you'd turn on me like this.
People change.
Yeah, people change. That's a chaos option.
Is he now a chaos option instead of just like whatever the least interesting choice is?
I mean, 2 or 3. He's not. I don't. I wasn't a fan of this relationship to begin with.
That's right. We were really
and first
forced.
off, there's only one relationship I care about, and I believe that the chat also cares about as well. Is Jara and her alien friend.
Yes,
That's the relationship, and again, it's there. The vibe is there. That's
Absolutely.
what we want. That's what the people want.
That's what the people are
choice.
clamoring for.
The people are clamoring
People
for
change.
Jara and that alien.
Obviously you have, because I've never seen you act like this.
Yeah, that's
You wanna tell
right,
me what's
Carter.
going on?
Get
I think I
her.
owe you an explanation.
Yeah.
Starfleet and its never-ending search for answers.
Oh, they're going to fridge the alien lady 1000%, or she's going to betray us.
We already
Well,
had a
Tried to find the
betrayal.
other members of the security team that went to Hotari, but they're missing. We found their comm badges stashed in a Jeffries tube.
You better hurry up and find them. There's not much time left.
1.
You're working with them.
You have a keen mind, Carter.
Wow.
Wow.
That's something I liked about you. But that won't be enough.
Here's something.
Wow.
What is it?
Maris didn't get bioscanned after returning from Hotari. Neither did the other 2 that are missing.
None of them were scanned.
Which should not have
Shapeshifters?
happened.
No, she's been informed that you see their Borg genetics. She's under the age of 25.
That's it. Yeah. Oh, that's when she changed.
all 3 of those feel like they're driving to the same response.
Yes.
So it
That's
doesn't
no
matter.
coincidence.
She came over and helped us open the engine compartment.
That's a weird
others,
expression
too.
he's got. Like, it's a
Must've
weird...
Used it as a way to skirt the scan.
So they knew they had to get around it. I'll scan Petty Officer Maris and get some data to cut through all this speculation.
I think it's better if I do it.
Wow.
Why?
Open up 2.
Yeah, Nick, the lack of the timer actually doing anything is such a bizarre choice. I can't walk backwards or turn. All I can do is, like, slowly double you toward her. It's more dramatic this way. Oh, my lord.
Silly.
I can't believe this.
You can't believe it.
Oh.
Ooh, 2 anomalies detected. Oh, she has a heart.
She has a...
Ridiculous.
Okay.
Higher than average
Maybe-
circulatory displacement.
Oh, there's another anomaly. And she has a brain. Well, she can't be the Scarecrow.
or the Cowardly Lion, right? Or no, Tin Man. Let's see. Beta wave and delta wave patterns outside of established norms.
Oh, yeah, you're done with the scan.
Oh, complete, yeah.
Data coming in.
Data's coming in. That's a huge guest star.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Know what?
That's not Petty Officer Miranda Maris.
Oh, no, it isn't, is it?
Yeah, oh, and then why
What
did
are
you
you
guilt
talking
trip him? And we still probably
It's right here in the
lost,
tricorder.
like, friendship
But
points
look at her.
with her because we called it correctly. Which, if you're a good friend of someone and they start acting irregular because they've been invaded by alien nano whatevers, like, and you call it, and then someone's like, wow, you're not a true friend, you should have trusted them. They're not trustworthy. They've been taken over. They're not who they are. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, 3.
She's an imposter? Like a double?
Or a spy.
How is that possible?
All I know is that she might look like Miranda. Walk and talk like her too. But She has different
Tastes like her.
brainwaves and even different DNA. This isn't the same person we left.
This is the plot of
We're
Picard.
going to feed this into the main computer and run some more analysis.
Commander, there's got to be something.
Has anyone ever heard of some sort of type of people that can mimic the
By
shape?
some process we don't yet.
Have we ever faced an alien race that can do this sort of thing? Yeah, I mean, moral recordings. Why do they act like this is unprecedented? Also, I feel like we're really sleeping on the fact that our Trill friend had that whole, like, I've been struck by weird alien energy. Like, I feel like that is on the back burner in a weird way right now.
Miranda's body is being rewritten.
Oh, no.
Her mind has been remapped to another personality, and her DNA is resequencing. I'm not sure the extent of it, but it appears to be pervasive.
Perverted.
Someone has taken over and is bioforming her.
She's being thresholded.
Describe it.
She's turning into a lizard.
Bio.
Oh, no.
This is a problem. A big one.
Two.
Who are you?
What have you done with the real Miranda? Where is she?
You're looking at her. I'm Miranda, but so much more.
Oh, wow. Here we go. Uh-oh. Yes. Did they forget he was there?
Don't let them get the storage drive.
Protect the USB.
Zap.
Zap.
Oh, no. This is thrilling. It is a great action scene. Do you remember how good the action scenes were in the Batman Telltale game?
I mean, I just keep thinking about what a good game those were. Like, what a good job they did with those.
Yeah. And they were firing on every cylinder there.
Who the hell are you?
We are the Scions of the Flame.
Stop her!
They're getting away!
Oh,
shoot,
man.
shoot, one, shoot. Not a problem. Done. Yeah, goodbye. Oh, you lost a reputation point with Miranda? There's a
Scions of the
stun
Flame.
thing. Just stun
The
her.
sound of that.
Oh, and apparently they Did he shoot to kill?
What do you think I should do here?
4.
Actually, before we find out what the track order is going to do, our friend Robin in the chat has given us a really good prompt. What do you think Midjourney will do with the prompt? Star Trek cosplayers play Zip Zap Zop on the bridge. Or in the brig. I'm sorry, not on the bridge, in the brig. Do we think it can manage Star Trek cosplayers?
You know, I think we'll have more trouble with Zip Zap Zop. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know that Zip Zap... I feel like Zip Zap Zop is hopeless.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. I
Very,
mean, hey.
very curious.
Yeah. But yeah, this is our old friend, Artificial Intelligence. We've plugged this prompt into the Midjourney AI bot. It is going to spit out magically some art that will perfectly capture, if not the letter of what Robin has requested, at the very least, the spirit of it. So we're going to get some Star Trek cosplayers playing Zip Zap Zop in the brig. And I have to tell you, I'm looking at it at 78%, and it has elements of what we've asked for.
Good. Now, Nick has a good note here, which is that feels like a cop-out plot-wise. It would have been more interesting to have for her to have complicated reasons for doing it, a double cross on her of her own volition. I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, there's no question that evil alien has taken me over is like the least interesting option that we could have come up with. But you know, what are you going to do? Oh my goodness, how big is this? Let me scale down this window a little bit. We have our results. Are you ready?
Results are in, folks.
Results are in. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm going to see it a couple seconds later anyway.
Okay.
Now I've walked over.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. All right, 3 seconds.
There you go.
Oh, so we definitely have the it's cosplayers.
Yes.
And they have guns, including top right here has like just a straight up. In fact, top right and bottom left both have like just guns,
straight up human guns,
like just handguns.
In the upper right, it really the woman really reminds me of. Is it Shashir Zameda? Is that her name from SNL?
Oh, from SNL? Yeah.
Yeah, she's giving me
I can see that.
Big vibes there.
I can see that.
The hair in the upper left is fantastic. The woman's hair is just out of this world.
I like this guy's hair in the top right. It's a very interesting widow's peak this guy possesses. There's a couple interesting widow's peaks here. The guy in the science color underneath. He also has kind of an interesting widow's peak, as does his friend next to him. Mm-hmm. I love the expression of the command staff on the bottom left. Like the
Now you see on the bottom right, I'm getting from the command staff, I'm getting some Tom Lennon vibes. And then to his immediate left, it's Dominic Monaghan, star of Lord of the Rings and Lost, I feel like, hanging out back there in the back.
And we've got a good call from World Recordings here, is that the cosplay is interpreted as convention center.
Yes.
Because,
especially the bottom ones.
Yeah, they look like they're in a convention center for sure. It is funny. The uniforms are interesting to me because they are mostly TOS-ish, but there are obviously top left especially, or the top ones especially, but there's TNG era accents, like the black flap and the collars. Are all the guy in the top right? That's kind of a TMP uniform, especially with that big belt.
Now, Ben,
I find these uniforms quite interesting. Actually.
Yeah, no, it always generates great Star Trek uniforms. It's like, boy, Star Trek uniform design must be the easiest job in the world because Mid-Journey can just bust out great ones left and right. What rank do you think our guy in the lower left in the gold holds? I see 4. So he's 3 ranks beyond captain. Is that correct?
He's he's
Double
like
admiral?
a supreme. He's like a supreme commander. He's
fleet admiral or something like that. That's a lot of straps on your arms. They go all the way almost up to the elbow, which is how you know you're pretty high rank. Double captain.
Yeah, you're a double captain.
I command a flotilla of starships. I don't know, but these are all very. I mean, we didn't get any zip zap zop. I think that we have to just tell it like it is.
I felt like that was a little. That might be a bit of a complicated concept for Mid-Journey, but I'm still satisfied.
Yes, there's a lot to work with here. Yeah, Cregan suggests Commodore. I like that possibility.
I would like to cosplay. I want to go to a convention cosplaying as the Discovery end of season 3 uniform that only shows up in the very last scene.
Yes.
That they're like, these will be our new uniforms, and then the 4th season starts, and they're like, just kidding, we have different new uniforms.
And it probably costs, given the costs of television production, that was probably $7 million to make.
That is why Prodigy got canceled. If they held on to those uniforms,
They
would
could
have
have
had
made
the
like 4
money.
seasons of Prodigy.
They could have held on to Prodigy. But I think about this with those uniforms that only show up the very last scene of the third season of Disco, that they make for the cast. It's not that like 2 people are in them. I believe like the main cast are in them.
Yes.
And then I think about how in Star Trek Generations, they made brand new uniforms and shot some stuff and made toys with those uniforms. And then someone at Paramount was like, actually, you know what? I don't like them. And then they just go back to the old uniforms, and they didn't bother remaking TNG uniforms, so they just threw the cast into the TNG uniforms they had left over and DS9 uniforms.
Yes, just like a little mix.
And that's a movie. That's a movie. They didn't have the budget to just make more TNG uniforms. Like, it was a movie.
And look, those have always been movies that have struggled on the budget side of things. So, they're doing their best. They're doing their best. But I think this is great. Thank you, Robin. It was Robin who redeemed this way back when, wasn't it? Yes. Thank you, Robin. We're very excited about what's here, and very excited about our other new redemption tonight. Can't wait to roll it.
Please push the other redemption, because we put work into it.
Like a lot of work. Should we use the track order?
Oh, well, what's this?
This.
Nick.
The reason the Universal Translator didn't recognize that.
All right, well, okay.
Well, pull my leg, why don't you?
Yeah. Okay, so we're very excited about this one. This is an opportunity for Ben and I to draft our own all-star Trek crew. And I gave Ben this prompt in advance and asked him to consider this all day long. You actually took off from work, right? Just to work on this.
I took the day off, and everyone, I told them I was extremely ill. And I got my doctor in on it, and I'm out for the next 3 weeks. And they're giving me the 50% salary thing, like for an extended leave.
Sweet, yeah. I hope you don't get fired. That'd be a real shame. But here, what we're doing is we have identified 10 key crew positions, and using each of those jobs on a starship, we have chosen who we think is our personal all-star to fill that role from across the entire Star Trek franchise. Like, if you wanted to get your very best chief of security, who would I draft for my all-star team? So basically, we're trying to put together our very best crew.
It was just the MLB All-Star game. That was this week. It was Tuesday.
That's true. This is inspired in part by that. Hey, Skywalker Ranch, good to see you. Favorite Star Trek character, obviously Barclay, no question. No further comment. Because wow.
Not work, that's for sure. That's fun. Well, we'll see. We shall see.
What if he's on my list? List? So we have 10 jobs identified. We're going to go through these. Ben and I will take turns revealing ours first, and we will see who we choose for our all-star crew. And if there are any
are we doing full one, or are we doing like some of them, or
job by job? What do you think? Like
job by job. Oh, but I meant with this redemption, are we doing all of them?
I think we should do all of them. I just had a one and go. Why not spend 20 minutes on this, right?
Yeah, I got time.
Yeah. So if you're wanting to see this game, and you're watching on the VOD later, just skip ahead about 20 minutes or so, and you should be good.
Yes, to the next thing that we we talk about Chef Boyardee for 50 minutes. Like,
you got that part of the script. I'm glad you made that far in the script. Well, I said it last minute. So let's begin with Helmsman.
Helmsman.
So Ben, please tell me your all-star choice for Helmsman of this crew.
So this was hard, and Jess, you and I were having a conversation before, especially because I have a suspicion as to who you picked.
Okay.
And I'm going to say this is that it's really hard to pick a good, to pick an all-star cast because it might just be because it has the new car smell, but I could easily put in for all 10 of these the entire Strange New Worlds cast, which I didn't do. And so for the helmsman, I did not pick Ortega's, who I love.
Okay.
I picked Ensign Ro-Laren.
Oh, that is a good one. Ensign Ro-Laren. That is very good. For helmsman,
she flies the ship.
Yeah, I chose Erica Ortegas because she flies the ship.
I fly the ship.
I was never clear, like, if Sulu or Ro-Laren
so or
anyone else flew the ship.
I love that episode so much.
Yeah, it was perfect. Yeah, we were talking about this before the stream, how much we both... yeah, this is a great question, Ben.
She's,
Paul
of course, allowed to wear the earring.
That's not what Ben said off the air. Ben, went on a whole rant. It was
just trying to get woke points.
He went on a, weird... honestly, it was uncomfortable. And the language, oof. But to each their own. I'm not here like a social media platform. I'm not here to judge what's acceptable and unacceptable speech. So Ben, you do you. But
all right.
So all right, that's our first one. I chose Ortegas. This is not a match. Hey, Namco Tampo, welcome in. Okay, so that's our first one. Our next position, I'll reveal first here. I called it floating bridge crew. You know how you have that member of the bridge crew who's con or ops or nav. They aren't the helmsman, but they're the other person sitting up front. They're kind of like the fill in whatever job on the bridge. What would you call that? What would you call that position?
I don't know. I thought this was a good, and I think my answer will. I'm very curious, and I think are you going first?
I'll go first.
Yeah,
I chose here, and this may be a controversial choice. 7 of 9.
Okay,
for my floating bridge.
She's science, isn't she? Science.
She's astro navigation-y type stuff. I have her as but by the time we get to Picard, she just does anything you need her to do for the purpose.
Yeah, she's just whatever. Well, so I heard floating bridge crew, and I was like, well, who? There's a whole team of floaters, and I'm not talking about what I see when I squint my eyes, of course. I'm talking about the entire cast of Lower Decks, and so I said Mariner.
Oh, Mariner is a good choice there. I like that. Okay, Mariner. Ooh, how excited are you for Mariner's appearance later this season?
I am delighted. I can't wait. I can't wait to see my friends Mariner and Boimler.
Yes. Let's see. Okay, so far no matches.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah. I wonder who will match with this next one, Jess.
Communications. It's your turn to reveal first.
Okay, so communications. There's only, I think, I was thinking this over. There's only, I think, 2 main cast comms characters in Star Trek, and it's Hoshi and Uhura. And then if you want to, and we talked about this a little bit, you could say new Uhura and old Uhura. I'm not going to do that because I love them both dearly, and I love them a lot. So I'm just going to say Uhura, both Uhuras.
So 2 Uhuras. That seems like cheating.
Yeah. I did it.
They're going to fight over the little ear thing constantly. That's not sanitary.
Neelix is the chef, and we'll get there. Don't worry, Finn. We got Neelix. Don't worry.
Ben, we talked about this before stream, and I did in fact choose Hoshi.
Did you really?
I did.
Well, congratulations! Wow,
I broke it. This should have been a clear match.
Did you pick Hoshi to zag? To try to zag me?
I wasn't trying to zag, I swear.
And I'm not putting Hoshi down. Hoshi is a fine character. It's that she's not given anything to do. It'd be like if I picked Travis as helmsman. He's not given anything to do.
Yeah. I mean, but there were a few episodes, like, as they're working on the Universal Translator, where we have, like, the Hoshi has to figure out an alien language.
And it's a really fun plot. That's like,
yes.
She's a very, like, and I think, like, I feel Linda Park, I believe is the name of the actor. Like, I feel bad for her because, like, it's a really great premise for a character.
But they forget about it halfway through or after the first season, most of the premise. Yeah.
They just don't. They don't really care. And it's the same with like Travis. It's like Travis has a really interesting premise. It's like he's the only one other than T'Pol that has been to space regularly, and like they play around with it in the first season, and then they're like, "We'll just have him sit there and do nothing."
Paul actually gets the other half of my thinking too. Mirror Hoshi.
Mirror Hoshi's very good.
You see, that was part of my calculation here.
He becomes the Empress.
Yes, that was a big part of what I was going for there. So I don't feel great about this. I actually had in parentheses Strange New Worlds Uhura right beside, because I feel like Uhura's had that plot too. Like, it's almost as if you have a communications officer on your bridge, occasionally writing an episode where they have to solve a communications problem is a great way to use them. And Strange New Worlds Uhura has had that, here and there too. But I went with Hoshi. I don't feel great about it. Like that one, I regret. That should have been a match for us, Ben, and I screwed it up. So the next category, I'm very excited about, and already people in the chat.
This is a very, very exciting one.
Yes,
I feel good about mine, but but when I talked to a friend, he said someone as a mascot, and I was like, that. I decided to stay by my pick because I love my pick.
Okay,
but
I felt like this might be a match, but now I'm worried it won't be.
I think you picked what my friend picked.
Okay, so this is mascot, and what I was thinking of mascot was member of the main cast. E.G. Neelix, someone who is not formally part of Starfleet or the crew or whatever, but is a regular part of the cast. I guess you could even include someone like Porthos from Enterprise.
Porthos
right?
would be perfectly fine. Porthos is great. I didn't pick Porthos.
Guinan would be a good example.
Guinan is a good example.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
so
it's my turn to reveal first. Shran. Yeah. Oh, Shran's really good. Oh my gosh, enjoy bees.
I don't think of Shran as a mascot though. Like Shran is
crew.
Non-Starfleet, but he almost was main cast in the 5th season of Enterprise. Anyway,
so
Norris Garrick, I don't think of him as, but you picked Quark, right?
Yeah, Fit got me. I went Quark. Quark, no question.
So I didn't pick Quark, but my friend put down Morn, which I was like, Morn is actually. I almost switched it to Morn, but I picked a mascot who really I felt like really embodies the idea, the concept of mascotness, which I think Morn does too. I said Murph from Prodigy. Mr. Mod is a mascot for sure.
I have not watched Prodigy, and I guess I never will.
Everybody that had the ability to watch Prodigy before it was memory hold.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking. What is this show? Are you as Grayson said earlier? Are you talking about the internet service? I don't know. What is this Prodigy?
Yeah, it's like it's like when what are you, Captain Kirk, not knowing how to correctly pronounce Sung? What are you, Song?
Skywalker Ranch, Mr. Mott would have been a good choice there. I like my pick of Quark. I really went back and forth on this one though. Like I was all over the place. I feel good about Quark. No regrets.
Robin has pointed out so far I've gone somebody from every cast. We'll see how that develops.
Okay. All right. So that's a good one. That's our mascot category. Yeah. Chief of Security. Ben, is your turn to reveal first. This one will not be a match, I feel like.
It probably won't.
I think I'm starting to wonder if we're going to have a match.
I'm intrigued, actually. I I picked. Paul said much earlier something I agreed with, and I want to make this clear. Like, he said, "Not Worf, not Worf."
We never see Worf really do anything effectively.
No, Worf exists to be a very strong man that gets knocked over or or disagreed with.
Yeah, he's wrong. He exists to be wrong when they're sitting around the conference table.
He's a bad dad. He's got bad political opinions. He's
you cancel Worf is what you're saying.
He breaks glass tables.
Okay, yeah, Worf is not my
it's not Worf.
Not Worf.
I thought, who do I think is a security officer that really has the ideals and will do anything and will even defeat death? And of course, that is Shrax.
I'm sorry?
Shrax.
Shrax
from Lower Decks.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's two.
Wow.
That's
it's Shrek?
Yeah, Shrek.
Okay, Shrek 2. No, okay, I forgot about.
I love Shrax.
I mean, that's a good answer. That's a good answer.
Shrax gets to. He gets that moment where they finally get to drop the warp core. Skywalker Ranch. You have a fucking Star Wars name. I don't give a shit. Shrax. All right, Jess, go ahead.
Okay. I have a Star Wars name.
Well, you know what, Jess? Maybe I don't care either. I don't care, do you?
Malcolm Reed?
Yeah, Malcolm Reed.
Not just for the Reed alert. I feel like in terms of like security officers that we see doing security things, like thinking about security, training a tactical team, coming up with a Reed alert.
I swear to God, Jess, if you troll pick another Enterprise.
It's not troll picking. I thought hard. This was one of the hardest ones for me. I could not probably. Here's the answer. Like, as I was driving home, we went to we took my daughter to her first boxing lesson today. That was very exciting. We're trying to increase.
That sounds like fun.
It was super fun. We're trying to increase her killing power as much as possible.
Yeah,
and really focus in on that.
Yeah. Like, how many has she killed so far, and how many are yet to come?
Well, I mean, are we talking like on purpose or just like collateral damage? But that's beside the point. We're driving home from boxing, and my wife and I are having this intense Star Trek discussion. And I told her, I was like, Reed. It's Reed. It's got to be Reed. And she's like, that's a stupid choice.
Yeah, and I'm with your wife.
Yeah, and she said,
hashtag I'm with her.
Yeah. And then she said, that's what she said. She said, it's Constable Odo. And that's who I should have chosen. She's right.
Odo,
that is, if you're going to count him as a security officer, that's the right choice.
No, you know what? I pick Eddington.
Okay. Odo's a collaborator. Yeah, but I mean, who isn't? At some, I mean, everyone else is collaborating with Starfleet, and they've done horrible things. So, I'm gonna stick with Reed. There, fine. Chief engineer. Argyle. No, sorry. I'm sorry.
The stones on you.
Yeah, you disconnect, right? You just be like, I'm done with this.
If you picked Argyle, that'd be wild.
Okay. Here, I had to go with just Scotty. We
might never match up.
I think
Uhura was the biggest.
Yes, the biggest chance. I gave an honorable mention to Jet Reno, Tig Notaro's character. Who I really love. I love the idea of someone who's just like duct taping things together in the 29th century or whatever.
So barely use her. It's very disappointing. Like it is like a Poochie thing where like every single time
Yeah.
Engineer, Skywalker, engineer. Every time it's just like, where's Jet? Like, where? It's like
I love her.
is so good in every scene, and it's because she's just being Tig Notaro. Like,
Sure.
like
Yeah.
she's not.
She should
really
have just
acting.
introduced herself as Tig Notaro. It's like, hey,
She's like,
I'm Tig
Hi
Notaro.
everybody, I'm Tig Notaro, and I'm here to do I'm gonna read these lines.
Yeah, you might remember me as a comedian from the 21st century. I've fallen through time here to the future, and it turns out I'm okay at engineering. But I had to go Scotty. Who'd you pick for your engineer?
You know,
Trip.
I gotta pick. Trip is great. Trip would be a great pick. I think Trip is a better. I like Trip more than Reed. I love Trip. You know, because you want to know why I like Trip? I didn't pick Trip. Because he's a Florida man.
He is.
He literally is a Florida man. And he brings that Florida man energy. But now when picking chief engineer, I got to pick the man closest to my heart. I got to pick O'Brien. There wasn't this, not even a second of consideration for this. It was engineer O'Brien. Done.
Yes. Let me tell you how my thought process worked. I went O'Brien because I want a working man's engineer, and then I'm like, I think I like Jet Reno better in that archetype. And I was like, but can I really say I would if I had to make my own crew?
How can you do that to Colm?
I know, but that's the thing. I think it's like if I had to make my own crew, would I really say it's like Miles hop on here when Scotty's like, you know, just standing there? Like I don't. I mean, I could say no to the Kelvin verse, Simon Pegg version of Scotty. I couldn't say no to James Doohan.
And the worst thing is looking at the chat, I see what goes O'Brien, and I knew before Fitz spelled it out that they were referencing Toss, because from like Captive Pursuit, I think like the third or fourth episode of DS9. O'Brien, hello, O'Brien. It's very funny. All right.
So, I mean, so far, no matches. Just to recap, no, it was not Geordi. In fact, when I asked,
maybe this next one.
Yes, during my conversation with my wife about this, when we got to this one, she said,
"Shut up, Grayson.
It can't be Geordi." Was her first response too, because Geordi is the worst. I
like Geordi, but
I like Geordi.
It does. Is it because of how he is around women? was that her?
I think hers, like what she said was, I would constantly be wondering if some hostile alien force had taken over his visor and was like spying on us or otherwise controlling Geordi or something like that, which does feel like there were enough episodes. Or maybe that
you'd think that there would be better encryption protection. Maybe Geordi doesn't
like Bluetooth.
Yeah, maybe Geordi doesn't install all the updates, like the firmware updates. On the visor.
Yeah, he's on like Bluetooth 2.1 or something like that, and he's just like, "This is good enough." Yeah, you can just literally like pull out your pad, and it's like, "Would you like to connect to Geordi's visor?" It's like, "Yes." All right, so chief engineer, not a match. Science officer. Officer.
All right. Here we go.
Science officer. Whose turn is it to go first?
I don't even remember.
It's yours.
All right, great.
Science officer.
Spock. Done.
Spock.
Easy.
Spock.
You too? Yes?
Spock. Yes.
It happened?
Yes. We did. Spock.
That one we knew. We did that one I knew.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, if this, I think maybe captain. But science officer, I was like, science officer is our safest one. You can't. Gotta have.
Okay, young Spock, old Spock. This is a question from Paul, not Pat. Are we talking Nimoy, Quinto, or Peck?
I mean, it would be Nimoy. It would be Nimoy, and I love Ethan Peck. I think Ethan Peck is doing a really great job. I thought Kinto is fine, but I think Ethan Peck is doing a great job. And I haven't even seen today's episode, which I hear is
a tour de force,
a great Spock.
Yes.
Episode. Yeah.
So
but
Spock,
Nimoy,
easy choice. Nimoy.
Yeah, that one's. Sorry, I don't think anyone would disagree with that.
I'm gonna go with movie era Nimoy. Movie era Nimoy is my choice specifically. So good. That was the easy one. Finally, we got our match. Could you play the match sound one more time?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
that could be it. Okay.
Yeah.
Doctor. I think it's my turn to reveal first.
Yeah.
I thought about this one long and hard. I brought it down to 2 options. I brought it down to Dr. Mbenga from Strange New Worlds, who I love.
Mbenga's really good.
Yes, and having someone who can just absolutely thrash ass on your medical staff isn't a bad idea.
It's like, doctor, is that insulin or the green kill juice?
But I went with Dr. Julian Bashir, our man Bashir.
Oh, your man Bashir.
Yes.
But is he my man Bashir?
Is he your man Bashir?
I'm sorry to say he's not. I'm a Bashirman, but no, I picked the emergency medical hologram.
That was my wife's pick as well. Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice at all. What was your justification?
Because he's the best. Like, I'm
really
not
good.
even a, like, you know, I rank Voyager pretty low, but he's like very good. Like, he's like, and his episodes are the best. And like, I mean, if it wasn't him, it would have been McCoy.
McCoy was up there for me, and Benga was up there for me.
Yes, Andy Dick is EMH Mark II.
Yes. There you go. That's a good choice. I mean, I like Dr. Phlox too, but I guess I can't
Phlox
pick any.
Is really good too.
I guess Phlox I can't pick Enterprise characters without being called a troll. I guess he's off the table. I think that Reed is a troll choice.
I'm sorry, Ben.
I'm sorry, Ben. Is Enterprise not canon? Not your Star Trek?
Yep.
Are you as offended by it as you are a Bajoran earring? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah. So there you have it. I'm not troll picking. I swear. Dr. Bashir and the emergency medical hologram.
Yeah.
All right. First officer. We're getting near the top.
All right.
Category or not category. Whose turn is it to go first?
Anyone who knows me, this is me. Anyone who knows me knows who I would have picked here.
I think we're going to have a match here.
All right, then. Good.
Okay.
Kira Nerys. Major Kira Nerys. Done. Easy peasy.
I chose Major Kira Nerys. We have a match, an unexpected match, because no one loves Commander William T. Riker more than me.
I'm a Riker lover too.
Yes.
And I'm a Una lover, and
I'm an Una lover as well. But here is the thing. For me, this is going to be highly contingent on my captain pick. I've chosen a captain with whom Riker would not be the proper first officer.
That's interesting.
Okay. And I think Kira is the energy I will need sitting right beside the captain.
It's very interesting. I'm very curious then.
Okay.
But Kira, Kira's undeniable as far as I'm concerned.
Now, I did nearly.
I have 3 Bajorans on my bridge. I want to point out.
Wow, that's pretty progressive.
The 3 bridge officers that are Bajorans in all of Star Trek are all on my bridge.
How are Kira and Ro going to get along with one another?
Oh, that's why I'm the most excited, because they're not going to get along because they're very similar people and they're very strong-willed. They will Like it would be in that Lower Decks episode where Kira meets Strax and they start one-upping each other on their war trauma.
Mm-hmm.
That's what would happen.
No, absolutely. That makes sense. You know who
I do love wind chimes and boring love interests.
You know who I came really close to picking here that would have been a troll pick? I nearly picked this just to troll you.
Archer.
I should just pick different captains for every position. I nearly went with Commander Shelby from Best of Both Worlds. I came this close.
That is 1,000,000,000% a troll pick.
That would be a troll pick.
Especially given what happens to Shelby.
Yes,
after Best of Both Worlds.
It's not entirely like without basis. I don't know if you ever read the New Frontier novel series, but she is first officer there and is given a much more robust characterization that maybe justified. So, but that's beside the point. That wasn't the pick. We have a match on Kira. That is unexpected. But here we are.
But did we pick the same captain?
I'm
curious. I'm very curious.
The same captain.
I think I went first. So who it is? Who is it?
Captain Chris Pike.
Jess.
Yes.
Wow.
I love it. I'm very happy. I'm very happy.
Yeah. They came. Here's why, and I have a feeling this is the same for you.
Mm-hmm.
I picked Chris. Yeah, Daniel Day Kim is the captain of the Excalibur. That's correct. In Crusade. Anyway, let's talk about Chris Pike, and then we could all talk about Crusade. But because the thing about Chris Pike, if I'm gonna pick a captain, because the guy behind him is Cisco.
Mm-hmm.
For me.
Okay.
That's who the guy behind him is for me. But the thing is that Pike will do anything for his crew.
Yes.
And he's a good cook, which I respect.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. No. Everything about Pike. Yeah. The doing anything for his crew element was a big part of this for me, and it's why I felt like I needed Kira to balance him out. I really needed her in there to have some more like down to earth practical sense in command to balance him out. Like I feel like Riker and Pike would just be
they'd be bros.
Too much bro. I think that they would bro out way too hard. I think you're basically getting like then Pike Jr. sitting in the chair beside Pike. So yeah, I definitely had to do this. Grayson point out this is one of the highest.
Robin, Cajun food gives me heartburn, which actually that's not true. Like I love Cajun food. I think the difference, because I didn't say that was a differentiator between him and Cisco, because as I said, Cisco right behind Pike, very very close. But also, this is something that I've had pointed out to me, which is that the food acting, food prep acting that they do in Strange New Worlds is a lot better than the food prep. And this isn't on Avery Brooks or on Anson Mount. It's better than the food prep acting in Deep Space Nine. Like Cisco being the son of like a great chef should know how to cut peppers better. Like there's like just little things.
Yeah, I mean, and that's weird because Avery Brooks did teach food acting at Juilliard for 6 years. So I mean, it's really strange that he wouldn't be better at it. Thank you for the sticker fit. So yeah,
can I read the list my friend gave me?
Yes, absolutely.
It used to be just Steve.
It used to be with Steve. Okay, yes, I know this person.
All right. So here we go. Helmsman Ortega's. So that is
a match with me.
And Boimler for floating bridge crew. Uhura for comms. Neil for mascot Morn.
Okay.
Chief of security. This is Tuvok.
Ooh, Tuvok.
That was a spicy. Yeah, like he loves Tuvok. He's a Tuvok man. Then for chief engineer, he's a Trip. He's the Trip fan.
He's the Trip fan. Wow.
This is wild to me knowing him. He picked for science officer Jadzia, which I love Jadzia, but he's such a TOS fan. I thought he would have picked Spock.
Yeah.
For doctor, he picked Ta'ana, who is the lower decks doctor.
Okay.
First officer, this was a good pick, and neither of us. You second like runnered up. But a full-throated for first officer Saru. And you want to know what? That's a good pick.
That's a really good pick. Again, I thought his chill energy wasn't what Chris Pike needed.
No,
but Saru's a great first officer.
Saru is a great. And then for Captain Kirk, he picked Kirk.
Okay.
So anyway, 700 orbs or
wow. So let me just to be sure here. We had 30 possible picks between me, you, and Steve. 40 if you include
Mascot makes it, yeah.
my wife Courtney.
Right.
40 possible. We both consulted someone. Thank you guys for the stickers. Thank you, Fit, for the Aquaman. And we had a pickled dog with the Demon World earlier. Out of 40 people, 40 possible choices, we had one Discovery character chosen, but it used to be with Steve. And that was the only representation of Discovery on the entire list, huh?
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so Ro Aaron TNG. I have one TNG. I'm going to count O'Brien as DS9 because it's chief engineer. I have 2 lower decks, 2 Strange New Worlds / TOS, a Prodigy, 1 DS9, 1 Voyager, and 2 DS9s. So there you go. So I mixed it up, but not really.
Yeah, I mean, I have 2 people from Enterprise.
That's, you know.
You know, I don't know if I like Grayson's attitude in the chat, honestly. Ask Jess and Ben anything. Are you pleased with yourselves?
Yeah.
I mean, this was time well spent. How long were we on this? 36 minutes?
Yeah.
36 minutes isn't bad. I'm okay with it. I say this is a segment that I consider a complete success.
We're in the second Biden term.
I'm sorry, we're in an alternate reality. I'm sorry. Let's see here. So, yeah, I guess the only question left is, any questions?
All right.
I'm sorry. Okay. Mr. Kelly was Decap Jedi. You hate on me for loving Star Trek. All right, should we go back to the game?
I mean, might as well.
Thank you. Okay.
Vic Fontaine would be a mascot.
Oh, Vic Fontaine would be a wonderful mascot.
DS9 is mascot rich.
Yes. Yes.
It's because it's only ever been red.
Like, is Moogie a mascot?
That's the Takan language.
Sure. Yes. Yes.
Is
Laxwana a mascot?
Yeah. Laxana is a.
Oh, wow.
All right, enough of that boring plot. Now for the romance.
Hands off me! We'll burn your planet to
Please
the
share your
ground.
list in the Discord. Absolutely, Robin.
Yeah.
Wait. No.
Oh, no.
You know, if you're scared, you can hold my hand.
I'm scared of how I feel, too. It's cool. They should hide a little harder. 867. You just arrived? Well, you're just in time.
Rejoin the flame.
This guy's buttons are all peppers. Do you notice that on his uniform? They're all peppers.
I'm only sorry I couldn't find a more suitable host for you.
All in good time. This is only the beginning.
They're working together? An Elidian and a Hotari?
They did something to him.
Secure the Cartabula.
Yes, the Cartabula.
Well, the Cartabulus.
It's the energy source.
Oh.
Louis Cartabula. Is that a thing?
Spread out. Search the vault. Go back through the mine. Cut off their escape. Find them.
Time to go.
Time to go to bed. Oh no, not that way.
Oh, we'll be fine.
Shooting scene. I like this. Shooting scenes.
We're in a shooting scene now. Cover-based shooting, just what this Telltale game needed.
Realizing I have my headphones on backwards. How foolish. I was like, they're running and I hear them go off the...
That explains a lot of your picks. They're all backwards.
Oh, wow. Who? Are they shooting at us or are there other people that they're shooting at?
They're missing it so badly, it's hard to tell.
That was... They're chatting about the episode. I think it's like Half a Life or something.
Can you buy me some time?
That's a good episode, that Walks On episode. I watched that one recently. I really enjoyed that. Or Half a Life? Yeah.
Enemy attacks.
Yeah, with Timothy. That's a very sweet episode.
Wait now. Enemies will shoot you when you're out of the cover. Release. Okay. Whatever.
I like these warnings because they're like, yeah, we know you're probably not.
This is great. What's happening?
Oh,
shoot the Hotari woman!
This might be our last chance.
Protect your allies.
Oh, that guy's gonna... Yeah. Yeah.
I'm good. I'm okay with it.
No, she's our best friend. If you understand.
She's our gal pal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
That bot's just flying at random.
So in the Discord, while all this exciting action is happening, do you have a all-star like in the chat? Do you have an all-star all Star Trek cast based off of it? You can copy and paste off of in the Discord.
Let's see.
This is I'll note. This is what Grayson wanted you to do instead of us have an interesting conversation.
Oh, shoot people?
Yeah, this is what Grayson prefers.
Yeah, I mean, this is sort of his thing.
Grayson likes the yeah. Grayson's. I love this. This kicks ass.
Since when has Star Trek been about talking anyway? No! Starshoot. Hey, Goose.
We're blocking the only exit.
How's this action compared to Star Wars? Fallen Order was a little less clunky.
This vehicle looks a lot tougher than that barrier.
That game's really good. Okay.
Concentrate fire!
And the thing is that if you select story mode, you can't swap out of it.
Really?
Paul, is that correct? Because I think Paul did that.
Oh my lord. What a mess.
Like, Paul, you could correct us, or correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, that guy's got a, it's full. There you go.
Okay.
Wow, you're a pro. But Paul, do you know if you're able to swap out of story mode? Like if you can turn it on for one segment, then...
Man, look at this. She's got twisted metal on him.
Get on.
That's right. This summer on Peacock, Twisted Metal, the TV show.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. W-click.
W click.
Hold on to something.
I don't know about this, Grayson. Please, everyone fill me in on...
I mean, I think I told you everything.
Okay.
There's a... What I will... Like, apparently, like, for what it's worth, the showrunner is someone that really loved Twisted Metal. And it's like, finally I can tell its story.
Don't stop. I'll handle them.
Finally I can get into the lore. Ugh. Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Oh!
Look at this.
Yeah, do this.
Oh, that is...
No.
If image ID equals cover mode left.
No.
Kill 2.5.
This is what, again, I'm going to point out, this is what Grayson wanted you to do instead of have an interesting conversation.
Just a little CSS there for you.
This is what Grayson would have preferred. Oh, shut up, Grayson! You're still here. Any questions?
Yeah. Goose Podcaster. Starring Samoa Joe's The Body was Sweet too. Oh my god. Yeah, this should be easy.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Shoot the one driving the machine.
Oh, okay. I think you're supposed to protect her now.
Wait, no, what?
You're not protecting her. She's dying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you gotta kill those dudes. Yeah, it's the same stuff, but now you have this. Oh, they're coming for her. Oh, yeah, she's.
Where's this guy? Oh, no!
Oh, wow.
Hey, short ad. You tried to have you display none to the enemies.
We're surrounded.
Grayson's Heroes work release program.
Need some time.
His parole officer has to check in on this later. Uh-oh. Well, where's this guy? Oh, wait, now I have to... What's happening?
Well, he's a big arrow. Oh, no. Oh, and that guy. Yep. Alright. Oh, you have to zip over to the other. Yeah. And they're... From every side, there are people that are charged up to kill your girlfriend.
That's not good.
Yeah, she's
toast.
Oh,
no. Thank you for the...
Tylus!
For the sound.
We're surrounded.
I'll get it working. I just need some time.
Now, Paul, of course, yes, we do know that Beverly is a pew-pew officer from Picard. She becomes this... Gets really into gunplay and violence.
Yeah. Like all doctors do eventually if given the opportunity.
You know what? One of my real
Here we
like
go.
annoyed with Picard things, which is very minor. Like it's a small thing, but is that like Seven was this member of a thing called the Fenris Rangers, and I just never bought that. That just didn't sound right.
No, bad name, bad concept. Oh man, Goose has asked us to hydrate, and all I have are the remains of my bourbon.
You have bourbon? Oh, nice.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Hey, Grayson, check this out.
The lift.
Had peach bourbon, which is garbage for children.
3. You have peach bourbon?
Yes, it's a challenge drink.
So glad I discovered this button here.
I looked at, like, I had a bottle of Legion whiskey, which is like my favorite Japanese whiskey, because, you know, I'm very cultured in that way. But then, yeah, like, I sat on peach bourbon because I was like, I can pour a big glass of that and not feel guilty. So it was peach bourbon tonight from the fine distillers down at Jim Beam.
Resolute, 2 to beam up immediately.
I bet you can make some interesting
Resolute, come in.
cocktails with that.
No, it's what's great for it, the reason we have it. If you mix it in with some test it to a barrel roll.
I played that, but I think your girl I think she took a that stinks. The romance is over.
Did I just pause right in the middle of her dying?
Yeah, I think
Damn
you
it.
did.
Well,
we gotta see this. We gotta see. Yeah,
I was gonna say
said she got the fridge.
Peach bourbon in iced tea, sweet tea.
That sounds good. That sounds really tasty. That sounds like a very nice summer. Because it's pretty hot over there right now, right?
Yes, like 95 degrees.
Yeah, it's 71 here. It's actually.
It hurts.
Like I'm flying east in a week and a half, and it's actually been, you know, other than the tornado that dropped down on O'Hare yesterday, kind of mild.
Bees, I hope that death can't stop this romance. Find an escape, huh? Let me just scroll.
Those are COVIDs behind them. Look, those are COVIDs. Look at all those COVIDs up there.
Wakandan COVIDs.
That's what the bad guys they created COVID. Yeah, I hid in the basement, and only one of my neighbors did, and one person walked in with their laundry, and they rolled their eyes at me. We're right next to a tornado siren, which did not stop last night. I was like, I'm gonna sit in the basement with my cat.
I went to work today for the first time in forever, and literally for the final 2 hours of my work, just a fire alarm was going off in my building, which I chose to ignore. And hey, I didn't burn to death, so that just goes to show you don't trust fire alarms. Just work through them. Just power right through them. So I don't guess something was actually on fire. I listened to it and I was like, I don't think that's legit. I'm on the 7th floor. What's the worst that could happen to me? Uh-oh.
They're holding hands!
Oh, this is where it happens.
It's happening.
Kiss. Is one of them flying now? It's tractoring.
We read you, but there's too much
Oh,
interference.
please,
Transporter
come on.
Still can't get a lock.
Please. No.
Oh, they didn't do the anti-gravity kiss? What is wrong with them?
And she's not
Randall was
dead.
able to transport through the storm.
My
There has to
wife.
be some path through that we're not seeing.
Tetrametric radiation is saturating our sensors. There's too much
Tetrametric.
interference to pick up the residual transporter signature.
Wait. Tetrametric radiation.
Straight out Wind Waker.
Of course. I can align the transporter with the tetrametric signature.
Very good fit.
The crystals emit
Yeah.
tetrametric pulses every 3.8422 seconds. 26 centihertz.
Go back to the interesting plot.
The storm.
No,
warp
go
killing
back.
Field, the crystals.
Rewind.
Miranda's alien transporter tech.
Why is this hard? Boy, this is a difficult lock to get.
I can't believe that Grayson said that he would rather watch something like this than a scintillating Star Trek conversation, you know?
Okay, I've got the
I feel like we were doing
transporter
what the internet was made for when we were debating the best crew for a Star Trek series. I mean, like literally that's what this platform was created to do, other than like launch nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
Those were the two things it was created for.
Commander Rydek, we penetrated the storm's interference, but we are unable to pinpoint your signature. We need you to generate a high
How are they?
Oh, we're going to generate a high energy event. High energy event. We got it. This is it.
I am good. I'm going to shoot my phaser at some dilithium to cause a piezoelectric rupture.
How are they not being shot? They have zero cover.
Should I shoot the dilithium core?
Yeah, why not?
One of these crystals has to be pure enough.
This asteroids. Oh, there we go.
What if we kissed beside the exploding dilithium?
More than enough. I can lock onto their bioscience now.
Okay. Clear debris. Select targets. Okay, fine. I literally just have to point at this stuff. Really? Video games, man. Video games.
Got the bioscience isolated.
That's good. That's very good.
Now I know what Lana Del Rey was talking about in that song Video Games. This is it.
This is you're living the experience of what's her name in Galaxy Quest, where she's like, I don't do anything, I just repeat what the computer says.
Commander, we have your
My
signal.
lord.
I'm gonna tunnel a path through the ionic interference.
I love they've created 1,000 little mini games, all of which are just click on the screen. I mean, I guess I'll do a waypoint.
Grayson told me that the mini games are his favorite part.
That is Grayson, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that works, right?
Perfect. Maybe a little distance on that last one? Or that second one? Sorry. That second one?
Yeah, it's intersecting.
Yeah, there we go.
We did it somehow.
Just gotta calibrate the signal.
Oh no, this one was... Oh, this one you had trouble with, I seem to recall, right?
That doesn't sound like me. Beef integrity.
Hmm. What's going on?
Oh no.
Hold on. I have just a clip for that. Where is it?
I think I know the...
going on? What is going on?
Ben, have you watched Jury Duty
I have not
yet?
watched Jury Duty, which I heard someone describe it, and I was like, "Oh, that's just Joe Schmo."
It is literally just Joe Schmo, and it is a very good Joe Schmo. Like, it is top notch.
I gotta watch it because Joe Schmo is one of my favorite shows of all time. So I gotta watch this Jury Duty show.
What I think you'll like about it, A, it has Jorf in it, and it ruins Jorf forever. It's the show that cancels Jorf.
Oh, that's all right.
And B, it is like the guy. If you loved What a Sweetheart, the original Joe Schmo is, new guy, also huge sweetheart.
Aw. And I hear James
Marsden, outstanding,
is in it, and he is very funny.
Yes, absolutely.
He does the fun, like, kind of Larry Sanders Show thing of being a total jerk.
Yes, he does. R.I.P. Jorf. Yeah, you can't spell it out in chat anymore. It's a censored
Hey,
term.
Officer Diaz.
We're losing her.
The pattern is degrading. Can you hold
Yeah,
the
that path you made was terrible.
You blew it, idiot. How about not sucking? I mean, this is literally just move it around until the bar fills up and then click. And I think I've already
like,
done.
I don't understand what like the yellow center thing coincides with.
No, I don't either, really. And you only have to do well on all 3 of them to make full power.
Come on.
It's adjusting the rabbit ears. Let's put some tin foil on them. What do you think's gonna happen? Horrible transporter accident?
They brought some asteroids with them. That's
Get her to sickbay.
Captain
Jess?
Solano
You
and
can
Ambassador Spock have just returned from Hotari.
Take a look at that.
Take a look at that.
Rydek, I need you on the bridge, now.
Wow. End of episode? Turnabout. Oh, that's fair play.
I'm here.
The Elydians are preparing to attack Hotari.
Status report.
The systems are now fully powered. All torpedo tubes open. They're preparing to fire.
We should hail the Elydian flagship, Captain.
They kissed in the pattern buffer, probably, yes.
Stand by. Await my order. Recommendation, Commander.
Okay, we're back to chaos mode.
Quickly.
Oh yeah.
Before this spirals out of control.
Oh man. What are you thinking?
Should we lock phasers? Is that what chaos Jara would do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ben, you're thinking something else, though. Tell me your thought process here.
I do kind of want to see, like, the thing is, it's going to end up being a shooting war anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, because she wants to lock phasers because she knows that they're infiltrated. So, yeah. Does this captain ever make his own?
Fire, but we can lock phasers on the flagship's weapons array. Give them something to think about.
As Commander Rydek
Let's give him something to talk about.
A
little mystery to figure out.
They've powered on their weapons. Odd. You sure about that, Mr. Ahmad?
They're venting some kind of gas from their ship.
Gross.
Oh yeah, I've been doing that myself.
All of their systems have shut down.
That's unexpected.
So our decision didn't make any sense.
No.
To keep phasers locked.
Yes, I'm sticking by it.
Keep our phasers locked. They were hostile moments ago. We can't drop our guard.
Aye.
Aye.
I've been airing a lot of grievances myself.
What's happening? There's an energy dampening field coming from Tau. Take us out of range.
Aye, Captain.
Are we backing out?
Captain, the flagship is hailing us.
On screen.
Zeldy to the starship Resolute.
Hey, Zeldy.
Our main power cores are completely disabled. The more power we give, the more it takes. Running off batteries. Life support systems have failed.
This is a great looking alien.
Yeah, that's a good.
To ventilate contaminated atmosphere.
Admiral, you are about to launch an attack on a defenseless planet.
Cobliot.
Maybe you could have that discussion later, Captain.
We need your help again now. Please, I beg of you.
Why does this have the Battlestar Galactica camera all of a sudden?
I know. I was wondering.
System failures compounding around my ship.
Why would we help you? Is that the chaos choice?
Yeah.
You're the aggressors. Why should we help you?
We were not going to fire. We were posturing.
The Hotari aren't posturing.
It was just a show of force to move the negotiations forward. You're not going to leave us to die, are you?
Oh no.
No, we are not.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not talking to him.
Finally, he makes a choice.
Admiral, excuse us while we devise a rescue.
It's both Spocks.
By my estimate, the crew only have 23 minutes before their atmospheric mix becomes lethal.
While we may not be able to transport the Elydians directly, if we were to transport them from their ship to a nearby shuttlecraft, it should be possible to amplify the transporter signal there and reroute it to the Resolute.
The Ambassador's plan is incomplete. An away team will have to beam aboard the Zeldy and set up pattern enhancers for a stable enough signal out of the dampening field.
Thank you for identifying my deficiency, Commander Chovak.
Jara, I need a senior officer in command.
Wow.
Take Chovak and Bedrosian in the shuttle and get it done.
Get her done.
You know what's very surprising is that I don't think the captain's going to die anymore.
I don't either. I think that we'd forgotten about the captain dying.
As will I. We will bring the shuttle within transporter range of the Zeldy, then beam you both aboard.
Beam us on
Wait,
board.
what happened
Pattern
to...
enhancers must be placed on
Are they
the
trying to
Zeldy
figure
make
out
it
what
possible
happened
beam the
to
Illyrians back to the Resolute?
woman who
Gather the
escaped,
pattern
Melissa?
Not a big
Get to
deal.
the document.
Miranda's...
Miranda?
That
Yeah.
situation's taken care of. She's gone. She got away fair and square. We had our chance. Take our CPAP.
Why is this even? Who cares? Like, it's all...
Yeah, like, why is this clicking?
We're going on the wrong mission.
What's that?
Grayson loves it. Of course he does.
The Illyrians, the people that oppress the Hotari. When we should be going to rescue Miranda. Surveying what's happening to Miranda is like a true symbiosis.
Sorry.
He loves it.
You can't fault Grayson's timing. I'm sorry.
This is all so interesting.
Only worse. And I've seen too many people I care about wiped away by some greater entity to stand by while the same thing happens to her. I wanted no part of it then, and I won't stand for it now. Their bodies stolen and used like puppets.
3.
It won't be easy.
She's gonna fight us.
She's gonna fight us every step of the way. We've seen that.
Remember, it's not her that's fighting us.
I know. But... right now...
Carter's haircut.
We've got other lives to save.
Yeah.
What is going on with the camera movement?
I
all of a sudden?
know.
Getting really... Wow, the 2-point POV characters are together. This is amazing.
I hope something goes wrong with this shuttle. Seal the hatch. Do you think that's a good idea before we take flight?
I'm just noting, once again, we haven't seen the gun fired of Jara Rydek's battery yet.
Yes. This is unbelievable. Oh wait, there it is, down there. I'm literally like having to take my mouse and move it like a foot over and over again to get down here.
Take my mouse, please. Huh? Everyone?
It's $40. Yeah, C-Bid. This is a full-fledged game. Sweet. They're trying to avoid space COVID.
Resolute to shuttlecraft Melville. You're cleared for takeoff.
Acknowledged, Resolute. Melville taking off.
Sure.
Melville.
Are they all authors? Did we see that?
I'm not sure. Is this one the one that also says Grayson in cursive on it?
Oh.
Green lighting will damage your shuttle. Or green...
But purple lightning will...
Now, it says lighting. I guess it means lightning because there's a picture of lightning here. It says green lighting. But that's a hard word to spell.
Yeah, you know, you can't fault them. That's tough.
I've made that mistake myself.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just dodge lightning.
You know, like I have like some like potato chips in my pantry. So my impulse speed is quite high right now too. Well, that was easily avoided.
Yeah. You steer around it, it turns out.
It's just a large green space donut.
Hey, Ben, Grayson appreciated your impulse joke.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Grayson. Thank you.
I didn't say anything, but I really liked it too.
Oh, cool. I've had 2 thumbs up. Siskel and Ebert.
I just politely chuckled to myself. I didn't feel the need to call attention to myself like Grayson.
Yeah, you know, he's a real glory hog when it comes
Any closer will
laughs.
put the shuttlecraft at risk.
Okay.
Preparing to transport.
They're the two people with masks on at the grocery store.
Energizing.
You just hear the Vulcan twitching when you call it green lightning. Gross. Definitely the COVID shit.
Yeah, everybody's got space COVID. Yeah. These masks work, right?
Trust the science officer. Oh no. This guy's realized he got space COVID.
And the other
shit, we jumped right into a big nest of space
we gotta
COVID.
get to their transporter room.
I bet it's going to be the only way I can go.
The atmosphere in here is turning to poison. All of these Illydians are going to die if we don't get them out of here.
Oh.
What's the tricorder? You gonna pull the tricorder out?
Hey, Archie, thank you. Thank you for the resub. Thank you so much. Oh, that's a great way to die. Just a hand on your butt. Apparently, tricorder does nothing. Yolster.
But why does it offer a tricorder?
They don't.
No, I pushed the button, nothing happened.
Carter, give them a charge with your phaser. Should make them open.
Yes, this seems like a phaser problem and not a tricorder problem.
This does seem like a tricorder problem.
Thank you again, RJ. Welcome in.
Wouldn't it be cool if this was a maze?
It would be. I don't think they have the guts.
Yeah, they're not cool enough to make this a maze.
They're cowards.
Yeah. Man, now I'm thinking about sitting on a porch with iced tea with the peach bourbon. It sounds really good.
I gotta tell you, it's worth it for that alone. It's like not a great mixer for anything else. And honestly, just on ice, it's too sweet. But in some sweet tea, oh man, just get you like a jug of grocery store sweet tea.
Can it be the sweet? Like, could you just do like unsweetened tea? Would it be? Is it sweet enough?
It's not sweet enough to sweeten it by itself. Like if you enjoy unsweet tea, it would probably be lovely. I don't particularly care for sweet tea either. But I can't do anything with unsweetened tea.
You know what? Have you ever had? So you've had like a Stiegl Radler, right? Like the grapefruit, 2% like German Radler beer.
No, I haven't.
Okay,
I'm not a beerman.
So well, it just tastes like grapefruit juice.
Oh, then I would. That sounds like my kind of beer.
No power.
Yeah. No, if you're not a beerman.
Yes.
So this is what here's.
Ranking officer here. State your intentions.
These aliens look so good.
No, he can.
Explain yourselves.
This guy is he can breathe, so it's one of the changelings or whatever. So put your gun down. All those actually all do the same thing.
Conversation when the gun is pointed at me. Put it down.
And I would expect boarders on my ship to announce themselves as.
Grayson, I am a grapefruit fan.
Yeah. Whoa there.
I am still able to.
Grayson, how do you take your grapefruit? Are you like talking like I'm slicing it open and putting a little bit of sweet and low on it for a low-calorie breakfast snack? Are you squeezing it into drinks? Are you just like raw dogging it? How do you take your grapefruit?
You know, Grayson constantly tells me about how, like, when he like slices open a grapefruit and puts a bunch of sugar on it for his breakfast. Like he puts a spoon in and it goes right in his eye. He tells me that every day.
Do you think it happens every day, or do you just think you want something to talk about?
That's a great question that I don't have the answer to.
Because I feel like if I were doing that every day, I would just like adjust my technique.
Oh, but so for the Stiegl Radler, hold on.
Okay.
Which I think you'll like. If you're not a beerman, I think you'll still like it because it just tastes like grapefruit juice. Then if you want to plus it up, because it's 2.5 alcohol, so this might not get you to where you're going.
Yes.
Add a shot of vodka.
Ooh. Okay.
Or if you want it to be a little more floral, gin.
Oh, I like a gin. I like a floral.
Yeah, like I have a
note.
gin, like a gin radler, like a shot with like good gin with a radler. It's delicious. A little juniper in your grapefruit. what a Martin Prince line.
Enjoy Bees mentioned. Love the image of Jess going, "These aliens look so good" out loud while they're pointing a gun at you. I would do that in actual Star Trek. It's like, oh my god, you look awesome. That's amazing. Please don't disruptor me. But no, Grayson likes all forms of grapefruit. You know, we have a local restaurant here that just recently was nominated for a James Beard Award. Really nice little place, 1010 Bridge Cafe, that has a great...
in Belgium they say 1010.
1010?
1010 by Hergé.
I have no idea what that means. But they have a grapefruit cocktail with like an egg foam on top of it, and then like they draw on top of it in beet powder the shape of a beet, because it's a beet themed restaurant kind of. That's like their logo, and it is amazing. If you like egg foam on a grapefruit cocktail,
that sounds very good.
It is very complicated and very frou-frou. But I mean,
if you're going to the James Beard restaurant, you want to get the very complicated cocktail.
Restaurant decades stay in your clothes. You all know I'm fancy, though. I mean, I've never made any secret of the fact that I'm a fancy boy.
Every time you've hydrated, I've noticed you put your pinky up.
That's true. That's absolutely... Well, that's actually a neurological problem.
I'm sorry to...
I'm naturally rude, man. Sorry, that's a stupid joke.
What are you trying to do?
We gotta get into your transporter room.
Then we can get your people off the ship.
I mean, he is a cool looking alien, though.
I like Grace's joke here. Is that a restaurant dedicated to staining your clothes? I like this transporter room.
Yes.
Very neat. Looks cool.
Yeah, when did they discover the camera moves around and stuff?
I mean, it had been happening, but they're starting to get a little sassy with it.
Yeah. It's
okay,
like,
you know what? Maybe that's something I should add to the soundboard.
Make sure is
Phil Hartman saying sassy.
Adjust beam trajectory so they connect.
It's like they've gone from Clerks 1 to Clerks 3 with the camera moves.
Sure.
Oh man, I caught... Speaking of Kevin Smith, I caught Chasing Amy the other day on camera. And boy, in the year 2023, it is a movie whose entire plot could be resolved with a simple, 3-minute conversation between the main characters.
I have not seen it, but my understanding is... Oh, we got a raid!
Oh, hey! Dick Dance, welcome in. Let me shout you out here. Thank you for the raid. How are you doing this evening? Good to see you. You were playing retro. What retro game were you playing tonight? And welcome in. Thank you for the raid. We are playing some Star Trek Resurgence. It's going great. Okay, it won't let me move. And, oh, I can go this way. Oh, wait, now I can go anyway. I guess I was just stuck on that signal booster. Some PBS.
Oh.
Like the
80s Doctor Who.
Oh.
I can handle this one. Make sure the other.
All right, here, Jess, are you ready for this? I got it loaded up.
Y'all ready for this?
Sassy! Damn sassy!
What is that?
That's Phil Hartman as Sassy. Let me see if I've got a couple Phil Hartman saying sassies from SNL.
Okay. I don't think I know this.
I thought you'd know this because you're such a SNL head.
I'm an SNL head, and I love Phil Hartman, but somehow this isn't ringing any bells.
It was see, Nick remembers.
Square One, a PBS show from '87 about math. Oh wow.
Well, yeah. Check it out. Look up Phil Hartman Sassy on YouTube later to enjoy a very amusing bit.
What was the deal? Was it Fred Sassy? Is that the weird Trump deepfake thing that was like happening for a little while?
There was Sassy Trump, which was done by Peter Serafinowicz, which was pretty funny. I liked Sassy Trump, but that was in like 2016, and I think he stopped it when Trump won, and he's like, "This isn't funny anymore. It's not having fun anymore."
Yeah. You can't exactly. Yeah. We could all have fun with it. That's my Bush, but
yeah, Dick Danza remembers Sassy City. Yeah.
I'm just aligning.
Now all the Trump videos I watch are either James Austin Johnson,
yes,
or the Vic Berger edits.
All right, the pattern enhancers are aligned and ready to go.
Look at that guy's outfit.
These will boost the signal.
It's like something Gonzo would wear.
We have a shuttle outside this ship that will route the signal to the Resolute.
Oh, and he does have a blue nose.
All crew to transporter room 2. We are.
You know this guy's Gonzo?
He is Gonzo. I started to realize something about this game, which is that when you pick the chaos option, it only pisses people like off, but it doesn't change anything. Like that guy was just like, well, that's a rude thing to say. Anyway.
It's not clear that pissing people off then matters, so it's just all fine. I'm the oldest of the ones here.
They're all wearing disco. I think we talked about this when we saw it the first time. They're all wearing disco uniforms.
Yes.
Energizing controls.
Or disco seasons 1 and 2.
So we can evacuate.
You know who I really wanted to get onto my dream Star Trek crew and I couldn't find a place for?
Who did you want on your dream Star Trek crew that you couldn't find the place for?
I really want Tilly in there somewhere.
Tilly would be fun.
I couldn't figure out where to put her though. Like, what was she? Assistant engineer, basically. She could have been that floating bridge crew member.
Yeah, she could have been floating because she did, or she could be like kind of science.
Yeah. But you are like, if you had to choose between Tilly and Spot, it's not like you're gonna say, "I'll take Tilly, please."
No.
Okay.
You know, you didn't put ship's counselor, so we didn't have, the choice between Troy and Ezri Dax.
You know, again, my wife. I don't want to get back on this this whole train, but my wife and I did talk about the counselor option, and she suggested that Hugh Culber, is his last name Dr. Culber? Is that who it is on Discovery?
Yeah, it's Dr. Culber.
Yeah, that in many ways it feels like he fills as much the counselor role as he does the doctor role, and she was willing to throw him in as best counselor. But by that token, it's like then Guinan's a counselor almost.
Yeah, I would pick Guinan.
Yeah, Guinan's a better counselor than Troy. So,
because here's the thing, I think Culber is such a boring character.
You see, I like him. I think I like the vibe they've gone for. I mean, I feel like I don't love a lot of the choices they've made. I don't know. It's Discovery. It's forget it. It's Discovery.
Forget it, Jake. Forget it, Jake Sisko.
Forget Jake. It's disco. Forget Jake Sisko. It's disco. There it is. There it is. I have to select all of them.
What if the disco finale that they shot, like that they, they're like, oh, we have to, like, because they made the 5th season and then they discovered that they were canceled, so they went back and reshot it. What if the reshot ending is just that it's one of Jake's novels, and then it's like, yeah, Jake is just a bad writer, I guess.
Sure, I think that'd be a great way to end it.
Okay, just have to calibrate the signal gain to get the highest possible output.
Oh my god. Now there's 4.
I kind of like the idea of having you do the same tech on a different console with like the alien technology. They probably should have mixed it up a little more.
Even at this range,
yeah, like it's just like it's exactly the same, but it has like different colors and
now it's purple instead of orange.
Shuttle, you're sitting right in the thick of it. I'm sending you specific coordinates for a clear signal path.
Specific coordinates, they really appreciate that.
The Royale. That was
added to the navigational computer.
That's an episode I really love.
Give or take 50 meters.
It's kind of a middle, like a mid-tier episode, but it really made an impression on me when I was a little kid. That rotating door in the hotel, like, that really stuck. Like, I remember watching that episode when I was, like, 10, I think, or something. And, like, it really, like, just something about, like, the whole vibe of that episode, like, kind of spooked me out. Yeah, the revolving, like, the idea that they walk through the revolving door and then come right back.
Yeah.
And then they find, like, the dead body of the guy that was trapped there. And it was that they tried to make, like, the aliens that created the Royale, like, tried to make it a nice place for him. Like, it was a gift.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, it's not an episode without its flaws, but it's one that I really enjoy.
Ben, Enjoy Bees suggested, what if there was a Vulcan counselor? That would be fun to see, right?
Just be the worst fucking counselor that there is. It's like
just one no nonsense counselor. I don't want like
it's just like, you know, like my dad was like this and it always upset me, and I think that's why I behave that I do. And it's like, well, you know, you shouldn't listen to your feelings.
Yeah, just stuff those deep down. You don't need those.
Your grief is illogical. Okay.
And I missed the waypoint. Turn it off like a light bulb. Okay.
Turn it up. Turn it off. Turn it off.
Melville
we did it.
To away team.
Good job.
Energize.
W. How do you feel? How do you feel? Yeah, it just be like the Colonar.
And transmitting to the Resolute now.
I like this worrisome person that's on our crew.
They're very good at making worried face.
Yes.
This is Resolute.
That's a face.
We have
Turn it off! Turn it off!
We did it!
Uh-oh.
I was so worried this wouldn't work.
Of course we did.
Her being excited, it's
Don't celebrate yet,
very
Lieutenant.
weird.
We've got a lot of people left to save. Right. Sorry. This is Commander Rydek. We're holding steady.
Shut up.
Signal is good.
Oh, she's mad at you for...
Come on. Come on! Oh, you love that. Get in here. We're beaming out. So what's Miranda up to right now?
Next. I've made it clear. I only leave after those in my charge. Sir.
Yeah, but air's running out and you're standing right there. Whatever.
Yeah.
I will see to any stragglers.
Yes.
You have 4 chili peppers. No, he's gonna get shot.
Let me thank our human saviors. I'll pin medals on your uniforms when this is over. For all your brave work.
Get on the transporter.
Get on the damn transporter, sir.
Oh, yes. Forgive me.
Where'd our guy grow a spine?
That's not...
Ready for transport.
Get the
that guy's gonna kill him.
Energize.
Okay. Hopefully this is the end of the episode, because it's getting late, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think this is.
And we'll have to start the whole game over if we quit now. Oh, this is very pretty.
Massive power surge!
Sending available power to the annular confinement beam.
Massive power surge!
I have the Illyrians in the pattern buffer, but I cannot resolve their signals to send them through
Guest
to the
star
Resurgence.
on
Nor can I
Square
materialize
One.
them here.
Did he teach?
We need a
Did
better
James
position
Earl
with the
Jones teach math?
Ooh. Oh my god, another one of these. It's 5.2 kilometers. You gotta do a 5K through a weird lightning storm. Shuttle bay to couch to... Let's go. Alright, come on. Come on. Hey Ben, in your estimation, as someone with some familiarity with Starfleet engineering, what is sub-impulse speed? Is that just thrusters?
Oh,
like docking thrusters?
Yeah, it's like, it's slow.
Yeah, that came up in the most... Spoiler alert, that phrase is used in the new episode of Strange New Worlds. I didn't ruin it for you.
Okay,
but as I heard that, I was like, impulse speed seems pretty low. Yeah, sub-impulse, is that just inertia? Is that just listing through space? I don't know. Okay, Fit, you noticed that too. Alright, I'm not completely insane on this one. Or if I am, I have company.
Are not functioning.
I'll do it manually.
Fit, did you enjoy the episode as much as I did? Because I loved it.
Do it.
I am trying.
Yeah, that will show you for celebrating. Your face is now burning off.
Please.
Why is she... Yeah, save her. No,
Save her?
Yeah, that's stupid. What the hell are you doing? I can't. That's... What
am I doing here?
Yeah, one.
I like how I'm just coldly watching her. Ooh. Ooh.
We have lost the 15 Illyrians.
We just need the one.
That was pretty stupid.
No, that was pretty stupid.
I regret to report that we have
She's pretty happy about it though. She's jazzed about it. She's glad.
No, she should be mad. Like, honest.
Unfortunately, our shuttle systems were damaged by the power surge. We can no longer serve as the transporter node.
Luckily, what we got back didn't last long. Nice.
The source of the storm is on this ship.
Well, how bloodshot her eyes
It must
are.
have been the power surge when it came on board.
You're right. That's a Khan energy source. They call it the Cartabula. It's
Khan!
Cartabula.
Is that?
The intruders are preparing to bring the Zeldi to war.
And we're about to be stuck on it.
There is an old Illyrian saying about leaping off the hot skillet and...
Now, see, I would say we should fight back because that's the chaos option, but that means maybe action scenes, but then we should stay hidden. Might be a stealth segment. So pick 3 and see what happens.
It's gonna be the same no matter what's probably
I hate
the
to
answer.
say this, but I don't think there's a rescue coming for us. That was our job. So we're gonna have to save ourselves. And with the Cartabula on board, we're gonna have a new job.
Uh-oh.
Stop it. Stop them.
I like this job.
That's all well and good, but if we're not getting off this ship, we're really backed into a corner here.
We can't get off this ship.
But maybe
But we can get on it.
Yes, got it. That was it.
Yeah.
We are reading the warp.
The question isn't where we are.
Yeah, we picked up.
It's when we are.
We do not have a way to evacuate you from the Zeldi. The shuttlecraft is too heavily damaged.
Catch me later. Duty calls.
Sorry, we won't make it back. But duty calls. You know how it is.
I certainly do, Mr. Diaz.
That's true, C-Bid. Someone does need to drop an F-bomb. That's what it's like in Trek nowadays.
Fortunately, only Picard and Disco, which can happily be ignored.
Soon. I'll guard the door. You just get us out of here, Diaz.
Hey, Stretch. Help us with this map. Find somewhere as remote as you can.
Yeah, Paul, you're right. Spock should swear, and he should play the guitar. The camera's having fun again. Ooh, do you have, like, options of places to go?
Bridge?
The first place intruders would fortify.
No.
Oh, no, you don't.
Too exposed.
Why would you think that, Ben? What made you think there were choices here?
The aft
That is acceptable.
Sounds good to me.
No, actually, Pitt, Vulcans can't lie. He's a terrible liar. I know. Ben, if you have to go, I understand.
No. I'm scintillated. I'm like Grayson. I love this.
Come on, Belle!
Belle!
Belle! That's my impersonation of...
The poll was actually a Romulan. They were going to reveal that in the 5th season.
3 to transport.
Oh, man. Grayson's loving this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Energize.
W?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
And the game gives us a hard time for us shooting her, but like she clearly was going to kill us there.
You gotta be end of episode, right? Slash, yeah, that's right. We just need the slash HTML to make it clear that it's over.
Zeldy does not appear to have left any warp signature at all. We cannot track its trajectory.
I held on as long as I could.
We saved many lives.
Sure, your hands are
People on
jacked up.
Zeldy knew the risks their duties entailed.
Contact the Resolute, Mr. Chovak. Have them bring us back.
Yes, Commander.
I feel like the stakes have been raised.
I'm a CVID. I'm a season 4 Enterprise guy. And subtitle.
Yes.
All right, there we go. We're free.
Well, Ben, we did it. We made it to the end of another episode here in Star Trek Resurgence. I feel like we made some good progress tonight, but most importantly, you know, I think we all had fun. And I want to, like, Grayson, this would not have ended earlier if it weren't for, well, who's to say? I'm sorry that Ben and I just got on a roll. But, you know.
It's the space COVID we caught on the way. Very good.
So, Ben, I want to thank you for joining me in that. Would you like to drop a few plugs in the in the chat here? What tell everyone out there where else they can find you. I've shouted out your Twitch channel where you've been playing Goosebumps: Escape from Horrorland.
Yeah, we had a 90s kid FMV game with the great Judy Tenuta, which, you know, it's funny, you pointed that out, and we all thought you were saying, like, oh, she's like Judy Tenuta, but no.
The she great could not 80s, be more like Judy Tenuta.
The late, great 80s stand-up comedian Judy Tenuta, and we haven't seen them yet. Coming up soon, coming up next week, we will see in this Goosebumps CD-ROM game Jeff Goldblum and Isabella Rossellini. So that's next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central. And then if you're watching this and you're like, wow, I love Star Trek. but I want more. Well, I have a first watch podcast about Babylon 5 called The Last Best Babylon 5 Podcast. It's very good if you like being entertained.
Yes. So everyone get out there. Add that podcast to Stitcher. Stitcher going strong. Stitcher, best place to put it. My favorite podcast app. A lot of people's favorite podcast app. And be sure to follow Ben and the Adventure Tuesday gang over at PS_Garrick. Thank you all very much for joining us this evening. We'll be back next Thursday. Maybe, I don't know. We should talk about this. I'm not sure what our schedule's like. We're going to finish this game. I think we're in it now. There's no getting out alive for any of us. We are all here together.
And Jess and I also talked a little bit, and we might do this if our schedules work, and if they're, but maybe also the upcoming company that is named Telltale game, perhaps, if you're interested. Because it's another sci-fi property that we both enjoy.
Yes, we might jump straight into The Expanse and see how that goes. But for now, I'll probably be back soon with maybe some more Jedi Fallen Order. If this isn't your star cup of tea, maybe that will be your star cup of tea. But for now, good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Good night, Ben. Take care, y'all, and we'll see you again soon.